What's going on, everybody? This is just Pebbles Party, and welcome to something actually completely new to the channel. And this is going to be an unboxing of Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game. Now, I backed this project back in Kickstarter when it first aired a few years back, and due to time restraints, COVID, and all this other BS that's been going on in the world, it got delayed and pushed back. It got shipped in 2 waves. I finally got the second wave in now. So as you can see in the background is all the other expansions. And this is also one of the expansions. I already received the baseboard game. I have that in the other room. We're currently in the middle of a game right now. So we're going to be going through all the expansions. So let's bust this first one open. Alright, so we took off the saran wrap, whatever. And we're going to just quick open this up. So as you see, we have the instruction manual on the game, basically how everything works, all the pieces that come with it, and everything else, the card and all that kind of stuff. So all that should be in here. It even tells you how to put it together, because apparently this model is so massive it needs to be put together. So that's going to be fun to deal with. You got the terrain pieces, and yes, they are double-sided. And this is the Big Mama himself. This is actually a little smaller than I was expecting from the Thunderjaw, from the one of the big bads of the game. But here we go. Right here, you have the card, which I will put into its own sleeve when I do end up getting everything together. We got some of its leg pieces right here. That's actually really cool. You got the disc launcher, all of its weapons for the game, because each little piece has its own weapon system. So here is the full array of it. Let's see if there's anything underneath. Nothing underneath. All right. So we can honestly just set this aside. And we're going to quickly just put this together. I assume it's very just straightforward, right? It should be just straightforward, just push into place, right? You know, if I don't put it on backwards. But you guys can watch me fail at putting stuff together. Very fun indeed. There we go. Nice and simple. Just going to stick this onto its base. If it wants to go onto its base. There we go. And there you have it. There is the Thunderjaw in all of its glory. Look how menacing this damn thing looks. Now I am going to take some time off camera and super glue these together so that way they do not move. And then I am getting these sent out and going to be completely painted. So that will be really cool to do when I get the spare funding for it. But we're going to just spin this thing right around. It was a quick little put together just to show you guys what the piece looks like. This is a lot bigger than I expected, a lot smaller than I expected actually. I was expecting it to actually, stand like decently sized, like about yay big, but like yay big. We'll see how the other ones stack up to it. So I'm going to put that right over here underneath this, and we'll go and grab our next expansion. Alright, so the next one we're going to be busting through is going to be the Heart of the Nora expansion, which was the Deathbringers and all that other fun stuff to face in Horizon Zero Dawn. So we're going to, once again, we're going to slice through all of this fun little tape. You know how they package all of this stuff. Alright, let's bust open the Heart of the Nora expansion. I'm not sure how long of a video this is going to be, just due to the fact that it's going to be a lot of just cuts here and there. Oh wow, we got another one that we have to assemble. It's going to be another big one. But this is going to be both the Deathbringers. Once again, you have the board itself, which it is double-sided. Very nice. I always like when boards are double-sided because it gives more variety that you can put together. So let's just see. Oh, wow. Alright, so we have the Corruptors, and then we have the main event himself. This is actually a very simple, just slide into place just like that. And I don't know if you can see it, but that looks menacing as all shit. This is actually really sick. I love this piece. Once again, you have the card itself for the Corruptor. And then on the back, you have the Deathbringer. You have the playing cards for all the scenarios. And I'm just going to quickly set this aside and show you guys the Corruptor himself. Because this little guy is not as big as his big brother. Like, you could definitely see the size difference there. And that's what I think is, like, super cool. Now, in like one of the other expansions, you'll see the actual figures, and the figures are small compared to these. But these are definitely just like such cool pieces just to look at. As someone who loves Horizon Zero Dawn and loves the story and the lore behind it, this was a must pick up for me as far as the game itself. Now we're going to jump straight into the Fireclaw expansion next. Alright, so here we have the Fireclaw expansion. Now, if you guys remember, the Fireclaw was one of the new people, the new robots from the Frozen Wild expansion. Which I'll actually take a look at the other one in just a moment. But there's a quick look at the data card. Once again, because it was the Frozen Wilds, you have the ice-looking area on these tiles, which are really, really nice. And then here we go. We have the main event itself. Not sure what this white card is for. We'll figure it out. I'll probably figure that out as I play. But you have the card, which once again, it will get its own sleeve. Its pack of nice little Fireclaw stuff. And then, oh wow, this thing has some heft to it. This thing is a weighty boy. But we do have the beast itself, the Fireclaw. This thing looks absolutely menacing, and it looks so sick. I wonder if I can show it to this one, and it actually picks up all the nice grooves and everything for it. Yeah. That actually looks really, really nice. But there we go. There is the Fireclaw. Now we're going to move straight from the Fireclaw to the other Frozen Wilds. So as we move from the Fireclaw, we move to the Frostclaw into the Frozen Wilds. Once again, we have the terrain, which all the terrain is different because you can mix and match all the different terrains with each expansion. And here we go, we actually have our first look at some of the actual player characters. So these are the little player characters that you could choose to be. If I'm not mistaken, this is... Which one is this? This is the Bunak Veteran right here. The Bunak Veteran. I'll see if I can get a little better close-up shot. There we go. For you guys. But we have the Frostclaw, which is a lot smaller than the Fireclaw. So, I mean, you still get all the nice detail. Showing all the back pieces. Getting all that very, very gorgeous detail with that. But then you get these cool little Scorchers to go with them. So the Scorchers are really, really unique machines. I really always enjoyed like ripping these off with the tear arrows. But you have those to go with the Fireclaws, or the Frostclaws, I should say. And right here, you can see for the player's card, you got the Shell Walkers, which those are actually from a different expansion. Those came, I believe, in the base game. Was the Shell Walkers. But there's the card for the Frostclaw. I think because there was a new type of whatchamacallit, Shellwalker in the Wildlands in the Frost expansion. But once again, you got the cards for the game. And if I can get them out, there's even more. Like, this is all the different map variants and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot that goes into this game, and it's incredibly fun. And like, all these pieces are so well detailed, it's actually really nice just to look at them. Alright, so we're moving straight into the Forge and Hammer expansion. This is one of my favorite expansions just because of what it offers. Because you do, once again, you get the board game pieces, which are really nice. But you get so many miniatures with this one. Like, this was one of the must-haves for me. Just because, like, I was going to get all of them. But this was one of the ones I wanted to get originally. Just by looking at it. Because you have so many. Here are all the creatures. Because you have the straight-up beastly Ravengers. You have 4 of these little lance horns, and these things are so freaking cute. See if I can get a good. There we go. Yep, there it is. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love the way these look. It's so hard to do it like this. There we go. Yeah, the lance horns. You got these beautifully modeled glint hawks. Now the glint hawks look gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see all the detail that's in these. Let's see if I can get a good, nice view of these. Even from the underside, like, there's a lot of detail under the wings, which is kind of hard to pick up on the camera itself. But there's a lot of detail just even under the wings. Like, you get to see all the mechanical parts under here. And then you have the chargers, which are the first riding animal that you can actually ride. Hopefully when Horizon Forbidden West comes out, there's a lot more. And once again, you see down here you got 2 more playable characters. So, and then you got the normal holy crap stack of cards, which come with every one that gives you a new expansion. You get a bunch of new stuff for you to play through your adventure with, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. So we're going to move straight from this expansion, which my brain eludes me, is the Forge and Hammer expansion. We're going to move straight from this expansion. We're going to go straight into the Lawless Badlands. Now, the Lawless Badlands expansion really didn't have much in the form of new robots, but what it did have was a metric crap ton of bandits. And as you can see, just from shipping, everything is thrown everywhere. Like, this is insane how much just everything got thrown every which way. Holy crap. That's the one thing I like and I hate about these packagings. Because everything can just get mixed and mangled and just chucked around. And it's not so secure as it should be. But, like, some of the bigger models, yeah, they'll be secure. But a lot of these smaller ones just aren't that secure. But, like, you can see we got plenty of archers. You got some bandits, more bandits. And then you have one fighter amongst all of these bandits. And then you have these nice little small cards, which are like traps and charms and relics. So, these are really, really handy in the game. And then you have cards for all of the different bandit types. Let me make sure you guys can see that. You got the brutes, the bandits, thugs, all that kind of stuff. And then just the basic cards once again. There's Nil. That's your main character right there for this expansion. But that is really, really cool. It's super, super nice to see them giving some of the side characters some love in these expansions, which is really, really nice. And I do want to say this right now because I don't know if I said it earlier. Big shout out to Steam Forge Games and the one who actually kickstarted this whole thing. This is a Steam Forge Games product. So far I have played a few games and I gotta say I absolutely love it. The combat is so fluid and it's very, very, very unique in like every single little aspect of it. But I can't wait to dive deep into the game with all of these expansions in the coming nights when I bust them out for a board game night with some of my roommates. So we're gonna move straight into the Bellowback. We're going straight into the Sacred Badlands. Once again, you got more tiles. Each game comes with tiles. That's what I love about this. Because all these tiles add so much depth to the game. And already I'm seeing so much more than I expected. Because it looks like if I can get this camera to focus, come on, there we go. We have the Red Eye Watchers right here. Those ones that always seem to like get you out of nowhere, even if you're hiding in the bushes. Go a nice little booga booga booga. We got you. Let's see if I can get a nice little zoom in on this. Come on, work for me. Thank you, camera focus. You have the long legs, which are like those chicken like things. Which once again they look absolutely gorgeous. Come on, focus, camera. Thank you. Thank you, camera. Thank you for focusing. You stupid POS. Then you have the stalkers. Now you guys remember how pain in the butt they were. Look how long they made this tail. That is redonkulous. But these do look absolutely great. I wish I could like show you how much detail. Oh, there we go. Don't mind the nails. They look like crap, but there you go, the long stalkers. Then you got the dreaded snap maws. Oh my gosh, these snap maws were so vicious in the actual game. Like, come on, focus, camera. Thank you. But yeah, these look gorgeous in this. I absolutely love these. These look so, so cool. And it comes with two, so... And then you have the bellow. This thing's got some weight. This thing's probably solid right up here. The actual, like, pouch of it is probably super solid, because these are really bendy. Like, most of this is very rigid, which is nice. But here we go with the Bellowback. From the very tip of the tail. If the camera would like to stay focused, please. Thank you. Come on, camera. Focus. Thank you. But yeah, it's like even got the beak details, which is really nice. So that's definitely something really cool to look at. Those are really, really nice, unique pieces. So we're going to go straight into the Rock Breaker expansion, which is another really big one. Okay, so we're here with the Rock Breaker expansion. Super excited to see how this one... Oh, it is one we have to put together. Okay, so this is going to get put aside with all the other ones we have to put together just to see the size comparison. Once again, you have the board game pieces. Wonderful. Lovely jubbly. We love to see it here. Board games are always great. It's always two-sided. That's the one nice thing. Here we go. You have the actual Rock Breaker himself. You got the good old cards to go with it. And now, oh. Okay. So this thing's very, very simple put together. It's literally just find the... There we go. And it's put... Okay, so they did it jumping out of the ground, not the full piece of it. So if you guys can actually see, it is the massive, massive chunky boy he is. And all of its good old glory. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. Oh. Those claws that always tore us to shreds. Look at the detail in this thing. This thing's actually pretty sizey. It's hefty too. It's very, very... Like, I'm really glad they put the model so far back on this. Just so that way it would actually stand. Because if we take a look, compared to the Deathbringer, and then also compared to the Thunderjaw, which I don't know if I'll be able to get all of these in the same frame. I'm going to definitely give it my all to get these guys in the frame as long as they want to, you know, stand on their piece. Come on, Thunderjaw, work with me here. Yeah, like, all of these guys are actually pretty hefty as far as pieces go. These are big pieces. Like, they are nothing to scoff at. Alright, so we're jumping straight into the Soldiers of the Sun expansion. Now, this is going to have a few other stuff that... Well, every expansion is completely its own, and that's one thing that's really cool. But in this one, we have the Tramplers, which are really unique. There you go. Let's see if we can get a good front view, because that's how you'll mainly see them in the game, is them coming straight at you. We have the big boy, the Behemoth. We only get one of those. Which, the detail on this is actually really nice. I wish the camera was, like, picking this up a little bit better. But that's just me. Because, you know, yep, it goes in that way. Okay. And then, what are these? The Broadheads? Or the Grazers? No, these are Broadheads. Yeah, the little, like, I cannot word right now. They remind me of Tauros from Pokemon. That's the reason why I like these. But once again, you have the cards. And then you got the actual, like, physical cards that you'd use. You got all that for the Behemoth and everything. And then you got your little characters right up here that you can play as. And these are Karja. These are from the Karja clan. So that's really cool. So we're gonna jump now into all of the Kickstarter goals that you actually got for backing the project. Alright, so we're jumping straight into the Kickstarter exclusive. This is everything that you got. You got some, once again, you got more puzzle pieces, more board game pieces, which is from the, I believe this is from the temple at the very middle of the game. It's been a while since I played. I'm going to be doing a new playthrough of New Game Plus on the hardest difficulty on my Twitch very soon, on my PS5. So here we go. Oh, we got something hidden. I think I know what that is, but we have plenty to go through. Now, we have some more warriors. We have some of the corrupted people. Some of the allies. And then definitely all of your allies over here. And you have even Aloy herself looking fabulous as always. Can we zoom in, please? Can you focus, camera? I don't know if you'll be able to focus on this. Come on. No, you won't. Okay. Of course not. And then, let's see what this is. If I know what this is, it's going to be gorgeous. Oh. And we have Aloy riding on a charger. Just beautifully done. This is probably one of my favorite pieces to look at. Just because of how much detail is put into this. I absolutely love it. It's phenomenal. It's gorgeous. But there you go. You have all your mercenaries, all your extra mercenary cards, corrupted cards, because you got the corrupted fire bellowbacks and all that kind of stuff. Because these are the evil people right here that can corrupt using the Deathbringers, the Corruptors, and all that kind of stuff. Corrupt the good machines, technically. Looks like we have a massive amount, and I do mean, like, if you guys are going to sleeve this like I am, you're looking at a good chunk of sleeves. And I mean a good chunk of sleeves. Because these come with just stacks on stacks of cards. Like, I'm scared on how much this is going to run me just to sleeve up. Because I do want to protect all of this. But it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna love playing this. But now, the piece de resistance, the moment you guys have been waiting for, the Stormbird. All right, guys, it's time. It's time for the Stormbird expansion. Now, I am gonna have to put this together. I'm not sure. Oh, it doesn't seem that bad. It really doesn't. It's only like 4 pieces, 5 pieces, so it shouldn't be horrible to put together. But once again, you got the pieces. I'm assuming the Stormbird's just going to fly around in a giant, like, square circle sort of thing. Because of, oh my gosh. This looks fantastic. I don't know if you guys can see it, but these pieces, oh. Alright, you have the Stormbird card itself. There's both sides. Is there... Okay, so it is... Oh, wow. It's just two-sided because... Oh, 1 to 2 players and 3 to 4 players. Okay, cool. Because this is a 4-player game. If I cannot drop everything, once again, you got your stack of cards. Nice and lovely jubbly, just like that. And I am going to take all of these. Oh, this looks... Just the pieces alone just look really, really, really cool. I love the attention to detail these guys put in to this. Like, these wings look phenomenal. Look at that detail on the wings of this massive beast. I am super, super pumped to put this together and to see how this looks. Oh, there it is. This is the piece I was looking for. That's actually going to be holding this massive thing up. Alright, and it is so massive once fully put together, it won't even fit on the screen. So I'm actually going to hold it up to the main cam. And there you go. This thing is massive. It looks absolutely gorgeous from every angle. Like, just to put it into perspective, I am holding this thing against my chest, and it's about as wide as I am. Maybe a little wider from wingtip to wingtip. Now, that's insane. So we're going to do a nice little size comparison between this and some of the other beasties we have. So, in relation, here's the Deathbringer. Here is the Deathbringer compared to the Stormbird in comparative of size. Like, it's massive. I'm going to set this Deathbringer right there. Next, we're going to do the Rockbreaker. Once again, hefty boy, but still completely massive. And then the piece de resistance, the two big bads of the series, the Thunderjaw and the Stormbird. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Thunderjaw is a little smaller, but not by much in terms of length. But in terms of sheer, like, massiveness, yeah, the Thunderjaw beats it. But this just looks absolutely phenomenal as far as, like, the detail that they put into this. Like, I'm going to just try and do my best to do a nice slow turn for you guys to look at this. This looks great from every angle you look. Alright guys, with that I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, and eventually want to see me play a game with some of my friends playing this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. We should have 2 new series out right now. We should have Ori and the Will of the Wisps going out, and we should actually have a new Minecraft series out with some of my friends. I don't know if they'll be joining me in voice, but definitely in spirits. So thank you all once again. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to stay frosty, everyone. Peace!